Hello, I am back, and I have what I think is a shot at 2250, so let's see what happens. This is one of my least favorite openings, because I don't really know what I'm doing. Um, let's try e3, and then maybe bishop d2, and try to get the bishop to recapture on c3. Okay, I think I should take on c5. Guard these dark squares in the center a little bit more, and get closer to being able to castle kingside. I think we want to play a3 at this point to stop knight b4 and prepare b4 and maybe b5 after that. Okay. So bishop d3 now looks reasonable to me. e5 won't happen because the d5 pawn will be captured. And one thing that happens to me sometimes in this opening is this dark squared bishop doesn't have much of a life. But it looks like it's going to be okay here. I'll get this knight out of the way and eventually put the bishop on c3. Should I worry about e5, e4? Not right now, because after e5, he wouldn't have been threatening e4. Okay, I don't like this so much, because now he's got a rook on a6. Maybe I can go knight to a4, threaten the bishop, and if the bishop moves, take the knight. That looks pretty good to me. I think if nothing else, I'm going to have a capture on c5 and bishop c3, although maybe he'll play knight d5 at that point. That looks like a good move to me. All right, so the queen wants to take back. I'm going to go ahead and allow that. And bishop c3 now? Yeah, I think so, because maybe I just want to take on f6 and mess up his pawn structure and argue that I have a small advantage because of that. I'm going to leave him with 3 isolated pawns. Okay, not quite. 2 isolated pawns. Once I take here... Actually, once I take here... Oh, you can take back with the queen. Should have taken on f6 first. But I have queen e2, threatening the rook. And then I can play bishop takes f6. Alrighty, my rooks are on great files. I need to give my king some breathing room, but this looks really good for white to me. Maybe rook to d4 here is strong. Gets ready to double and threatens rook g4. Okay, and we can go rook to c6. He can't challenge me on either of these files right now, which is great. Alright, I'm up on time, threatening the B pawn. He wants to take over the C file. I don't think I should allow that. I think I should attack the queen so that I can give my king some breathing room with tempo, and I can play g3 later on, and this pawn structure is really solid against these doubled pawns on the f file, I think. Have to be a little bit careful here. He's going to come into b1 with check. I think I can take this pawn, though. And what about rook here? Threatening h5. I think I may be forcing f5 by doing that. And then maybe I can grab on a5. And at that point, he's going to have to show an attack, or I'll just be winning. Rook to c4. Okay, I think we can take on a5 and start marching. I'd prefer to have the rooks behind the pawns, though, so maybe I should move one of these rooks all the way to the back rank and then bring it to b1 or a1. You know, I could also play rook c6. No. I was thinking rook c6 and rook a6 and then take on f6, but I'm not sure I want to give up this square. Let's go rook a6 first. Okay, I'm seeing that he can go queen b1, king g2, rook d1. But I'm kind of hoping that queen h5 is good for me. It's gotta be, right? This has got to be mate somehow. Rook g4, king f8, rook a8, king e7, rook a7. Shoot, I'm not sure. Oh, there's got to be a mate here after rook g8 and rook a8. Pretty sure there's got to be a mate. But if no mate, I can at least trade queens. Yeah, alright, so this is winning. Okay, we're going to win the rook. He's going to let me keep my queen. Alright, let's figure out how to win this rook. That'll do it. I'm not very good at finding checkmate, am I? Excuse me. There we go. Hey, I did it! 2250. All right. That's a new record. Thank you for watching.